Something special is being built right now in Seattle, and nobody is talking about it. Last year, they really turned a lot of heads throughout the NFL with how they put together a 9-8 playoff season after trading away their star QB in Russell Wilson. Geno Smith was really the story of the season, and he played better than anyone could have expected. The Seahawks have brought in even more offensive weapons this offseason, and in this video, I'm going to tell you why I think this team is building something special. Before I begin this video, I would really appreciate it if you would drop a like and subscribe. It only takes 5 seconds, plus you can always change your mind. I'm only 200 subscribers away from 10K, which is just insane. Thank you guys so much, and we are going to hit it any day now. Alright, so as I was saying, Geno Smith had an incredible season last year, and because of it, the Seahawks were able to extend him to a reasonable deal, and now he will be the face of the franchise for years to come, and I really think he has what it takes to make this team a contender with all the building blocks around him, and especially with what the team was able to do this offseason. Starting off with the offensive side of things, this offseason, the team was able to improve in many areas, and the offensive line is definitely one of those areas. They signed Evan Brown to be their new center, and Phil Haynes, who is a right guard. This team was solid at the tackle position last year, but the interior was definitely a big question mark. I'm not saying these guys they brought in are going to completely turn around this line, but they are proven players, and they will eliminate some of the holes in this lineup. The Seahawks also took a few guys in the draft that will help bring depth to this team throughout the season. Anyways, now moving on to the exciting part, I want to talk about this receiving core because holy cow, it is loaded. They of course already have Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf, who are both coming off great seasons and have been one of the top receiving duos in the league over the last couple of seasons. In the draft, they added Jackson Smith-Njigba out of Ohio State, who in my opinion is one day going to be a superstar. I know I'm biased because I'm an OSU fan, but this guy just has the it factor, and when a play has to be made, he is always the guy. And he also has the ability to make spectacular, jaw-dropping catches. I really think Seattle got great value out of this pick because JSN was supposed to go top 10, and I was actually shocked to see him drop down so far. So now the Seahawks have 3 guys who are all big names, and there is no way defenses are going to be able to contain them all. So if the line can hold up and Geno Smith can produce another top 10 season, then this team is going to be a real threat. And I also can't forget Kenneth Walker, who showed the potential he had in the backfield last year. Also, the team drafted Zach Charbonnet out of UCLA, who is one of the better backs in the draft, and he's going to bring this team some power in the backfield behind Walker. It's going to be a great 1-2 punch. Alright, so that's really all I have to say for the offense. They are going to be great this year, and everyone knows it. So now let's talk about the defense. The Seahawks definitely made a lot more moves on this side of the ball in the offseason because last year, the defense was a big issue and was the reason they didn't have an even better season than they already did. Starting off in the secondary, Quandre Diggs will obviously be coming back at the safety position after a pretty good year, and then Jamal Adams will be returning from his ACL injury. Also, Julian Love was signed from the Giants, so I don't think the safety position is going to be much of a problem for this team in the upcoming season. One big acquisition the defense made was at corner, where they drafted Devin Witherspoon with the 5th overall pick. Witherspoon isn't the biggest guy out there at 5'10", but he has that dog in him and just finds a way to get the job done. I was actually kinda surprised to see this pick with Carter on the board, but I think they just wanted to play things safe. The main issue of the Seahawks defense last year was the front 7, and to address some of the holes, they re-signed Bobby Wagner to a 1-year deal, and then they signed Devin Bush from Pittsburgh. I know Bobby Wagner is getting up in age, but he is still a very solid, experienced player who is a fan favorite and actually graded well last year based on his performance. To fix up the defensive line, they also brought in a few more players, and the first pickup I want to mention is Jarran Reed, who is a big dude that won't be a game changer for this team, but he will definitely help stop the run. The team also signed Draymond Jones, who is a 26-year-old monster who actually will give this team some immediate impact, and like I said, since he's only 26, he still has room to grow. Seattle also took a few guys in the draft that they are looking to develop that can help them in the future, and with rookies, you just never know. Maybe one of them will come out of nowhere and play this season. Anyways, that's really all I have to say in terms of offseason additions. I know Seattle didn't add any star power, but they brought in a ton of role players that will fill some of their holes with no problem. And this team is so loaded offensively that they just need the defense to be around average and they will have a chance to make a run. But ultimately, this season is going to come down to if Geno Smith can repeat what he did last year, and also if he can get all 3 of his big name receivers a lot of touches. I know this isn't what this video is about, but in terms of fantasy, I think this team is going to give a ton of production this season, and like last year, I think we may see another OSU receiver win Rookie of the Year. That's really all I have to say in this video. I can't believe that we are less than 100 days away from the start of the NFL season, and the Seahawks are one of those teams that I can't wait to watch after some of the additions that they made. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this team heading into 2023 and drop your record predictions. I think if this team can stay healthy and some of the new players start gelling quickly, then this could be an 11-win team. It's just unbelievable how they went from losing their star QB and everyone thinking they are done to having one of the brightest young cores in the whole league. Thank you all so much if you made it to this point in the video, and if you haven't yet, make sure to drop a like and subscribe because your support truly means the world, and we are now only 200 subs away from 10K, which is just insane to think about. It feels like just yesterday I was starting this channel with my broken computer and monitor. Anyways, make sure to stay tuned for more future content with football starting to ramp up again, and until next time, I will see you all later.